Good morning. Good morning. And welcome to day 2 of 7 days of prayer to close out Hoodoo Heritage Month. So just give me a few minutes. I still need to set a few things up. Where did I put? And I'm going to try and talk a little bit louder today. Just because how I have my phone Jimmy rigged, because Jimmy rigged is what it is. How I have my phone Jimmy rigged, my mic is a little bit covered. Good morning, Dr. James Etta. Can you tell me if you can hear me? I was just saying, I realized my volume was a little bit low yesterday. But it's just the way that I have my phone set up. It is sort of covering my mic. So, good morning. If you could just let me know. I'll be a little more intentional today to come a little bit closer. I think I was pulled back yesterday. Okay, yes, you can hear me. Wonderful. So, good morning. Good Saturday morning. It's very interesting. When I decided to do these 7 days, I realized I was starting on a Friday. And yes, my mic sounds nice. Check 1. My mic sounds nice. Check 2. My mic sounds nice. Check 3. Are you ready? Right? I love these spaces. I love spaces when it can be 7 o'clock in the morning, right? And I can do what I just did and know that it will resonate. Yes, you are singing right along with me. So this is a beautiful way to start this morning. I was saying, when I first decided and I was like, I'm starting on a Friday. Am I going to want to get up on a Saturday? But ironically, I won't say ironically because I know it's not ironic. It felt ironic. When I got up this morning, I was like, ironically, I'm up earlier than I need to be, right? And then I realized that today's area of focus for our prayer is ancestors. And so I feel like mine were up, rearing, and ready to go. They were kind of like, all right, come on, Yambi, come on. When are we going to have prayer? So again, good morning. Yes, I got in extremely late last night. I don't think I went to bed until after 3. And I was literally thinking there's no way in the world I'm going to be able to pull this off in the morning. But my body was up and ready to go. Today marks 3 years that my mother, let me move this over, made her transition. Yes. Mama Cookie. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit of Mama Cookie. We celebrate her today. We honor her today, right? It's so funny. So growing up, Cookie was my nickname. My cousin would call me Cook. She would like, Cook, what's up, Cook? And my really good girlfriend, her nickname was Muffin. And so we were Cookie and Muffin. So, good morning. Good morning, Anaje. Good to see you. So yes, Dr. James Etta, we welcome your mom and her spirit into this space. And I'm grateful that you chose to wake up early this morning and be here with me and bring her with you, right? So, like I said, today's focus for prayer is ancestors, and that's what we get to do. I just saw a post the other day of Maya Angelou talking about the fact that when you go anywhere, you don't go alone. Don't ever go alone. And so when you get ready to go, you say, come on, Grandma. When you get ready to go, you say, come on, Mama Cookie. We're going to this interview, or we're going to this celebration, or we're going to have 7 o'clock prayer on social media about Hoodoo Heritage Month, because we're able to speak about this openly and safely. And we know that everything that we do, every place that we go, right, is because we stand on their shoulders, right? So I will say, I'm going to give not the disclaimer, I'm going to find a better word for it, but part of my spiritual gift is I'm an empath, and I'm also a medium, and I feel a wave of emotion coming over me. I know that they are up and moving this morning. I know that they are proud. I know that there are moments when they are in awe of the life and the experiences that we are getting to live. And I know that it is practices like this. And I know that it is the speaking of their names and the celebration of their lives and the pressing forward. This sign, I put this sign up yesterday, we rise by lifting others, purely because I was not ready to be on camera at 7 o'clock in the morning, right? But then I decided that this will be the imagery for the remaining 7 days, because my face or what I look like is not what's important in this space. What's going to be important in this space is for everyone that is present when we're live, as well as those that watch it later, settle themselves, hear the words of the prayer, right? Connect with their ancestors or whatever the focus is for subsequent days. So I'm just in a space of gratitude. I appreciate you, Dr. James Etta, and I'm grateful for Mama Cookie and her spirit this morning. So, all right, I'm going to get us started. Now, today I'm going to, again, every day I'm going to read prayers from Ancestors Path, because each day has a different focus. Yes, thank you. And so I'm going to read from Ancestors Path, but I'm also going to read from Ancestors Said, right? And one thing that I did not do on camera yesterday, I don't know if you can see it, but is light my candle. I had it lit in the background, but I wanted to light it on camera this morning, and I wanted to have my glass of water on camera this morning. So this is my setup, when I go to prayer, when I come into prayer and welcome my ancestors' spirits and the spirits of all those that guide me. So let's just get started. So let's just take a deep settling breath. Maybe we breathe a little bit and find ourselves in this place this morning, this divine place, this space of being, this space of celebration, this space of acknowledgement. So I'm going to start by thanking God and welcoming God, the divine, the most high spirit, the creator, Olodumare, into this space this morning, into our hearts, both this morning and at any time that someone may be hearing this prayer. I express gratitude for the opportunity to be in prayer. I express gratitude for the opportunity to be in God's presence and to see the divine and connect it with the divine in me. I welcome my spirit guides, guardian angels, the Orisha, the archangels, my ancestors, both known and unknown. I welcome you into this space, into my heart, into my home, into this hallowed, divine, sacred moment. I welcome you. I welcome your messages. I welcome your presence. I welcome your downloads. I welcome your guidance. I'm grateful and I express gratitude for your presence, your guidance, the divinity that is. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of Mama Cookie. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of Jackie Diane Blackman. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of Worley Blackman. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of John Blackman. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of Helen McMichael. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of Maddie McMichael. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of Ernest McMichael. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of Hattie McMichael. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of Jasper McMichael. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of Mary Blackman. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of Arthur Blackman. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of Sarah Goings. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of Charles Goings. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of Elvira Bolding. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of Betty Duncan. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of Amos Freeman. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of Herbert Bolden. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of Archie Goings. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of Maddie Goings. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of Hannah Mason. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of Melba Campbell. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of Kevin Sidney Nesta Harris. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of Natasha Patricia Lewis. I pray a prayer of light, peace, and progress for the spirit of Rose Cosby. I'm grateful for my ancestors. I'm grateful for their sacrifices. So this morning I'm going to start us in Ancestors Said, which today is October 26th. I'm going to have to write the dates down because I don't remember them and my calendar's on my phone. And today's message says, they can love you or not. Either way, you'll still be okay in the end. And that is from Ancestors Said, right? So people get a choice. People can love us or not. It's not the deal breaker. It shouldn't be the deal breaker, right? For us, for our peace. Hold on, I'm drinking some warm lemon water. Some people will, others won't, right? Okay, so this morning I'm going to pray the Ancestors Prayer 1 and the Ancestors Prayer 2. Again, because today's focus is the ancestors. So it says, as I sit in front of my altar, I call upon the spirits of my ancestors. I call upon my ancestors from near and from far. I call upon my distant ancestors and those recently deceased. I call upon all those I know and remember and all those I have forgotten, but whose blood runs through my veins. Greetings and good blessings to all of my ancestors. I've come to ask for your continued blessings and for you to hear my prayers. Ancestors, I ask that you walk before me so I can avoid straying and being lost. Walk before me as my guide around the pitfalls and traps of my enemies. Walk before me as a beacon light so that I may never know darkness. Walk before me so that I may follow your example of pride and humility. Walk before me with patience, for I may not always be able to keep up. Ancestors, I welcome your communications, and I ask that you help my family and me with all our daily difficulties. I ask that you help me remove my obstacles with minimal pain and suffering. I welcome your guidance and instruction with all sincerity, and I promise my best to learn your teachings and heed your warnings. Ancestors, there's no love like family love, and I ask that you continue loving and protecting me, keeping me safe and peaceful always. With blessings from our divine parent, I will pray for your continued elevation always. In the name of the Most High, I pray. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen and Ashe. And now I'm going to read the Ancestors' Prayer number 2. Mighty ancestors, you are the symbol of my lineage. Therefore, I call upon you to step in and guide my life. I ask that you walk by my side so that I come to know that I am never alone. You are deceased, but God's power makes you mighty in your own way. Grab hold of the divine light so that you can protect my family and me from the dangers and sufferings of the world. Protect us from evil and cleanse us of the troubles we bear. Ancestors known and unknown, help me understand the essence of prayer and spirit so that I can understand you as a way to understand myself. Give me insight and vision in the face of insurmountable odds so that I can obtain the things I need to live comfortably, and teach me from your invisible world so that I can manifest fruitfully in all areas of my life. Help me understand your great wisdom so that our lessons will remain forever alive. In the name of the Most High, I pray. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the glory, and the power, forever and ever. Amen and Ashe. And so I'll just close us out this morning by saying one of the parts of this prayer was telling our ancestors to grab the divine light. And I think one of the things that was enlightening for me as I began practicing and studying hoodoo was the idea of giving our ancestors assignments, right? Understanding that them being in the non-physical gives them an ability to move through space and time in a way that we just cannot in our physical. And that was a concept that I had to wrap my mind around, again, coming from Christianity, where prayer is not as empowering. I would say it that way. It oftentimes for me felt like prayers almost of desperation, as opposed to prayers like I shared yesterday. The response to our prayer is formed before the words even come out of our mouth. But do we believe? Are we praying a prayer with a heart of disbelief, right? And so I feel like that same thing applies, that understanding the power is here. We have the power. It's somewhere in our line. It's at least one of our ancestors can help us do what needs to be done. And the combination of us in this present physical reality, connected and synced up with our ancestors in the spirit, non-physical, we are just as powerful as can be. And so it's knowing that and moving in that and praying prayers in that way. And so that is just my offer for today. As we venerate our ancestors, as we think about them, as we lift up their names, as we take them with us where we go. Also, put them on assignment. I have a few. That are on assignment. I have some that are assigned to each of my children. I have some that are working on certain things that I need to come to pass. And even as I'm speaking this out loud, I'm realizing that I haven't been using them in the way that I can. And so there are some things that I'm calling into existence in the future. And I'm about to put a few more of them on assignment today. So, as always, thank you. This was a blessed time of prayer. And I'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. All right. Thank you, Dr. James Etta. I pray you have a peaceful day today, communing with Mama Cookie. I love that. I love that she was here with us this morning. All right. You have a good one.